So you can set yourself up in any way that you would like, straight out in Shavasana, or you could have your legs bent. You might even, if you have the energy and it sounds appealing, you could build Stonehenge or take your legs on a chair if you're on your mat. You could make a stack. Let's see how that, wow, that's risky. Yeah, not bad. So finding, I'm going to move it a little closer. Find a place to let the day unwind. You need to be right here, right now, on your mat or on your bed. Our last meeting in August. This is a quote from an unknown source, but I love it. The sun will rise and set regardless. What you do with its light is up to you. The sun will rise and set regardless. What you do with its light is up to you. As you're here breathing, you can let your eyes gently close. Allow your face to relax and your shoulders to soften. Let your breath be full, but certainly not uncomfortable. You want it to feel easy. Inhaling and exhaling. You can be the observer of your body breathing. If you would like, you can incorporate the mantra, inhale, I am, exhale, light. Inhaling, I am, exhaling, light. You can always put any word that you need for the practice. Notice the support of your body, and then notice again your breath. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, light. Notice where your attention is, watching each breath in and out. And bring your hands to touch at heart center, or you can stack your hands on your heart, remembering way back at the beginning of August, we were going to focus on looking in the mirror each day or reminding ourselves, you got this. I love you. You're great. You know, just being nice to ourselves. Certain days I missed it. But here we are again, hands at heart. We are light. We are light. We are love. We are love. It is a practice, remembering that about ourselves, just like yoga, just like walking, eating fruits and veggies. It's a practice. Let's send some love out from our hearts out into the world. Maybe you have a specific person or place. And you can release your arms, maybe out into a T if that feels good. And let's just wiggle fingers and toes. Just move your toes and fingers gently. And we'll do a few scrunch and spread out, fingers and toes, scrunching and spreading out. One more time. You can keep your head in neutral or just take a few turns looking to the right and to the left. Make sure your head and your neck feel supported. Coming back to center, we can take some wrist circles. You can let your arms, and mine are still down here. The upper arm is just down. If you want a little more, you could reach your arms up into the sky. Just circling your wrists. Switching direction. Release your arms and we'll circle ankles. You can circle both at the same time, same direction if you'd like. And we switch direction. And pause, come back to stillness. Take a few breaths right here. I am light. If you have your legs on cushions, you can go ahead and scoot them out of the way. We had a lot of pillows happening here. Well, now you'll hug your right leg in toward your chest. You can keep your left leg bent or you can let it straighten out. And because we have a lot of pillows around, if you'd like, you can have your left leg out and over one of the pillows. Just the right leg is hugging in and you can hold the shin or behind the thigh. Allow your shoulders to relax. And allow your jaw just to unclench. You can hold your right knee and guide your right leg around in some circles, tiny or big. You can even do one hand. You can be waving with the other hand. Hello. And steering. We'll switch direction. Release the right leg, switching sides. Hug your left leg in. Right leg can be bent or straight, maybe over a cushion. And take a few more breaths before we begin with the circles. Holding with one arm or both arms. Take your left leg around. Some circles, keeping the leg bent. Switch direction. Release the left leg out beside the right. You can have knees bent or legs straight. Pause, take a full breath in. Maybe a gentle sigh, exhale. Twice more. Inhale through your nose. Maybe sigh it out, exhale. And hug your right leg in again. This time we'll hold behind the thigh and we'll do just a few times straighten and bend with the right leg. Next time the leg is up, point and flex. Right foot, toes toward the sky, and then heel toward the sky. Your choice. If you would like, you can take some full leg circles now, the whole leg circling. If you prefer, bend your knee and do the circles that we did a few moments ago. Any size circle counts. You use your center, the muscles of your torso to stay steady so you don't tip over. And we'll switch direction. Last circle. Bend your left knee and let's take right leg on top of the left for thread the needle. Right leg on top. You can keep your left foot down. Or you can draw your legs in toward your torso, holding the shin or the thigh. We'll be here for a few moments, so you have time to keep the foot down and then to draw the legs in if you'd like to ease into it. If it feels good to you, take some deep breaths and some audible exhales. Few more breaths here on this first side. Release the right leg. Let's straighten both legs out, pausing in Shavasana just for 3 breaths. Now hug the left leg in. You can keep your right leg bent or straight out. And we'll start with a few straighten and bends. So you hold the thigh, let the left leg straighten and bend any amount. Next time the leg is up, we'll point and flex, moving the left foot and the ankle, and perhaps feeling it on calves and shins. Your choice, whole leg circling, or bend your knee and do some circles, holding on to the leg. Any size. Notice the quality of your breath. That will tell you if you're doing too much. And switch direction. Last time around. And into thread the needle, left leg on top. Any variation, left leg on top, thread the needle. At any time, you can invite full breaths in, audible exhales, letting go. A few more breaths on this side. One more full breath in and out. Release the leg. Keep your legs bent or let them straighten out. You can flex the ankles if the legs are straight, making the legs feel very active, or allow them to be like Shavasana, just completely relaxed. Clasp your hands and turn so your palms go up toward the sky. And we'll make our way back with the arms up and over the head. Any amount, doesn't matter how far you go, just find a place. Kind of feels like right about here is my edge. I'm going to take a couple of breaths. And then we come back up and see if you can switch the clasp of your hand so the other index and thumb are on top. It feels very weird. You're just going from position 1 to weird position. And then we clasp, reaching up and then reaching back. Don't forget to breathe. Releasing. Let the arms come down by the sides, and then with breath, both arms, inhale up and over, and exhale back down. Go as far as feels good to you today. Inhale, reaching up and over, and exhale back down. Twice more. Now allow your arms to be up in the sky, and you can turn this into circles or conductor arms, just letting the arms move organically. You are just doing your own beautiful dance. Breath in, breath out. Your choice. Arms can go in a Y or in a T, whichever way feels best. Bend your knees, feet a little wider than hips, and we take some windshield wipers. You can, of course, add the neck if you want to turn your head the opposite way of the legs. Just slowly feeling your way side to side. If you want to add something, when the legs go to the side, the top leg, you do a buttock squeeze and release. You contract the gluteals and release, and then you switch sides. You do not have to do that, only if you want. It helps me find a deep stretch on the thigh, which I like. Continue moving side to side or pause on one side and hold. And through center to the second side if you're holding. Coming back to center, make your way into fetal pose on one side. And please bring a cushion or 10 to support your legs. The legs are going to be resting. We're just going to do a little thoracic movement, a little twisting. I'm not sure. Well, I think I'm going to get a different pillow for my head. Let's try this. There, you want to support your head and your neck. And if it feels good, support the legs. It's nice to have the cushion in there. Okay, the bottom arm can be anywhere. The top arm will reach out and then come up and maybe back behind, maybe coming into the twist. If that feels like too much, you can just move the arm up and over and keep the torso neutral. Any amount. You may look back. My microphone here. You may notice after you do a few that the movement just becomes a little more familiar and maybe it feels a little more easy or approachable because this can be intense. We're kind of stiff in this upper area because we spend a lot of time texting and computing and reading and slumping. Just two more. And then you'll pause. You're going to pause, resting your arm maybe on your side body or in front of your body. You can close your eyes. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, light. Taking about 6 more breaths here before we move. Being extra lovely to yourself, make your way onto your second side, fetal pose. You can roll over, set yourself up. Might look different than the first side. adding support or not. And the bottom arm can be anywhere. Top arm out in front of the chest. And we lift it up and take it back behind the body. Any amount. You maybe follow with your gaze, or you can stay neutral and just do the arm movement. Let's do a couple more. You can, of course, stop and rest if that's a better choice. Coming back to stillness. Just taking a couple of deep breaths, and then we're moving into a resting pose. So big inhale and exhale. One more time, full in breath and exhale. From here, you decide if you would like child's pose or frog pose. Well, I'm going wild, or crocodile. So I'll show each one. Crocodile, you can use a pillow under your pelvis and just spread out and rest your hands, your forehead on your stacked hands. Child's pose, you know, that you can use props, bringing the earth up to you. Yep, even want another one? Well, okay, I'll take you. And you can still use your hands. Just want it to feel good because we'll spend a few moments here. And then frog, which I love, but I like it supported. I do not like traditional frog pose. So lots of cushions. Pelvis and chest go on the cushions. So you are not there. Now you can't see my leg. Sorry. So the legs are not in the traditional frog 90-degree. That's super intense on the hips. You can let them kind of just have a little bend, softer on the legs. And then make sure your throat is not with a cushion or a pillow in it. You want to have room to breathe. Frog pose, crocodile, or child's pose, or any place else, so that we rest with some conscious breathing. You can invite the mantra in again if you'd like. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, light. Notice if your mind took a vacation, come back to your breath. A few more choices coming your way. You can stay where you are, or you could switch to one of the other options from frog, crocodile, or child's pose. Or if you would like, you can create legs up the wall, on a chair, up your bed, or Stonehenge. So a little mini inversion. Or you can stay in one of the face down options if that was feeling good. So you can build something for the legs, or take your legs up the wall, legs on a chair if you're on your mat. Make yourself comfy. We'll have a few minutes here. Let your arms rest wherever you'd like, hands on belly or arms out in a T. And when your mind wanders, keep returning to your breath. If you are in one of the face down poses, child's pose, crocodile, or frog, to make your way slowly back onto your back. And you can take any style Shavasana that you want. I'm going to stay with all of these cushions underneath my legs. If you have legs on the chair or legs up the wall and you want to stay there for Shavasana, you can. Just make sure that you feel supported. And in honor of our light, I'm going to do point of light, guided meditation. One of my all-time favorites. So just make sure that you're comfortable, arms resting, head and neck supported. We want minimal effort here so that the rest is valuable, because it's very valuable. You can close your eyes. Visualize a point of light. It may look like a candle, a sparkle, a star, whatever popped into your mind, a speck of glitter. And once you have that, visualize point of light at the crown of your head. Point of light at the space between your eyebrows. Point of light at your throat. Point of light at your heart. Point of light at your right shoulder, right elbow crease, right wrist, palm of your right hand. Point of light at your heart. Point of light at your left shoulder, left elbow crease, left wrist, palm of your left hand. Point of light at your heart. Point of light at your navel. Point of light at the base of your spine. Point of light at your right hip, right knee, right ankle, sole of your right foot. Point of light at the base of your spine. Point of light at your left hip, left knee, left ankle, sole of your left foot. Point of light at the base of your spine. Point of light at your heart. The sun will rise and set regardless. What you do with its light is up to you. Take a few deep breaths, coming back into your body, into the room. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe take a full body stretch, reaching through your arms, your legs. Roll to your side into fetal pose. Pause there. Remembering to shine your light for yourself, for those around you, and for the world. We certainly need it. We'll work at maybe fanning each other's lights, staying bright. Bring yourself up to sit. Thank you. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you for practicing this evening. I'll see you in September. Ah.